Welcome to the American Rambler with your host, Paul Grafton. Seems like the Pasco County Sheriff's Department is in trouble again. First, they were in trouble for using a predictive programming, which is actually profiling, to arrest people before they uh, started committing crimes. Sounds familiar? Doesn't this sound like a movie plot? I think it was called Minority Report, starring Tom Cruise. Hey, whatever happened to him? And and his rants and Scientology. Okay, so right now, a group of Pasco County parents have filed a lawsuit in federal courts against the Pasco County Sheriffs, Chris Noko, accusing him of using a dystopian policing program to label and harass their children. Yes, on behalf of the parents, the Institute of Justice, a nonprofit public interest law firm, filed the lawsuit last week in Tampa federal court, arguing that NOCO is labeling children as criminals for crimes they have not committed and may never commit. Yeah, it's like, oh, skateboarding, bicycling. Yeah, okay, I can understand. Some kids are a little disrespectful, but and they're disrupting businesses. But if you're just generally on the sidewalk or in public parts, and you're not ruining anything, I don't see any problems with these things. Uh, so Pasco's problem seems like it's ripped from pages of a dystopian sci-fi novel and not a manual on effective police strategies, said Bargell. And the sheriff's office is violating the parents' First, Fourth, and 14th Amendment right. The program, he's claiming the program is unethical. It's patently unconstitutional to use crude computer calculations to target, harass, fine, and even arrest citizens who have done nothing wrong. Yeah, essentially, this is harassment. I've said once a policeman starts talking to you, stop talking. Do not even give them your name. Do not cooperate with them because they're going to be nice to you to get the information they want, and then they will arrest you. Do not talk to them. Do not cooperate with them. You know, do not speak. Do not say a word because this is the reality of how police works. They are going to charge you with anything that they feel that the district attorney can win a case on, so he or she can look like they are tough on crimes. The reality is things are not investigated until the media gets involved and it becomes a very public nuisance for the sheriff's department. So do not talk to them, do not, because all you are to them is a statistic, a number. Now, uh, for the title, here is the big story. Okay. I can link the video down below, which I have done, but I can't add it to this video due to copyright claims. But a, a deputy has shot through the cell door of a nonviolent offender. Uh, a half dozen corrections jail incident reports about what happened when corrections officers shot 29-year-old Matthew Trevino, who suffers from mental illness, are remarkably consistent with one another, but they are not consistent with video recorded by one of the officers. The video of the August 2015 shooting will likely be the center of a federal civil rights lawsuit against the Pasco County Sheriff's Office. Yeah? Okay. So here they're using one of these distractive arms and claiming that the the round ricocheted off the floor and hit him, when in reality, uh, the video shows it, well, I'm not sure it shows it hitting, but there was no ricochet. It was like a flashbang discharge. And he ended up having to go to the hospital. Uh, and the sheriff is claiming uh, that he's a repeat violent offender, but there is no record of him being violent of any of his charges. Essentially, he's just having a nervous breakdown. And uh, okay, so who's on uh, cell and naked, who not put his handskin through the door? And they're also saying that they had no training on this particular type of firearm, uh, fire bang. So what he did was not illegal. Which, if you had no such training, then why should you use it? Okay, okay. And then the officer is saying, "You never finished the academy, and I'm a Marine. Open this door, and I will kick your ass," he said, according to the report by Corporal Robert Haas. Uh, his attorney, Lee Perlman, said the Army veteran suffers from schizophrenia. Yeah, so using force on somebody that has mental illness and you have documented proof. I don't know how you wouldn't be aware of it, he said about the officers. He's absolutely having a schizophrenic break, and statement he's saying are bizarre. While I do not agree with defunding the police, I do agree about returning police control to the citizens and having additional training. A Haas report said he aimed the 12-gauge shotgun loaded with a Nova round, the equivalent of a flashbang grenade, at Trevino. Oh, a flashbang grenade, Trevino, in a small room. This officer is a complete and utter moron and should not even be on the force. And how the hell has he even been a corporal? Similarly, Deputy Logan Kelly's report said the inmate took a step back and Haas saw a window of opportunity. And you're going to love this. And Deputy Joseph Fauci's report said, uh, I don't know if he's any relation or anything, but I'm just like, I don't think I want to trust anyone with the name of Fauci. Has observed a window of opportunity when inmate Trevino stepped back from the cell door. And then it says he observed, okay, the six deputies report did not mention Trevino taking a step back. Yeah, let's see, all six of these cooperating, remember, protect the blue, blue silence, blue wall, blue everything. No, I'm not. If I see something bad, I'm not going to cooperate. I'm going to make sure. Completely unnecessary, said Trevino's attorney, Mark Rankin. There's no reason at this point they have to force their way into the cell. This is not an emergency situation. In other words, let him have his breakdown, and eventually he would. Was he in the room with anybody else? No. Was he able to hurt anybody? No. Was he able to hurt himself? No. This never should have happened. Okay. So, okay, to read the full article, check below, and to see the gunshot wound, everything, check below. Thank you. Don't forget, order a t-shirt below.